I am taking on one of the toughest projects in hardware design with no experience. I left my six-figure engineering job to build a fitness tracker. I graduated with a biomedical engineering degree from the greatest institute of technology in the world, Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. As a former collegiate athlete,
he's fast and he's strong.
I try and stay on top of my fitness. And the best way I know to do that as a data nerd is to keep a fitness tracker on me. Apple Watches are way too annoying. I'm a busy CEO. I cannot be getting bothered with notification. I tried a Whoop for 2 years. This is ugly. I'm using the Ultra Human ring right now. Can't lift weights with it. Garmin looks like a cell phone on your wrist. So I just figured, why not build my own? Introducing the VITA bracelet. The new wave of smart jewelry technology. Think of the Cartier of fitness trackers. I started this business about a year ago. I've started to build a team. I've moved in with my aunt. I'd like to say that I'm all in. Now I'm starting this Build With Me series, and I want to take you guys along with me, step by step through the process to show you that you can also do it. There are 4 pillars in my mind on how to get this done. Hardware, so the printed circuit board that goes on the inside of it, does all the tracking, has all the sensors, has the microcontroller, firmware, which tells the tiny computer in your fitness tracker how to talk to your sensors, and then passes that data via Bluetooth to your phone, leading to the software or the application that will be on your phone. We're going to be taking a innovative and unique route to the application, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. And then the 3D model. It's going to be a piece of jewelry. It needs to look beautiful. It needs to look elegant. It needs to not look like a fitness tracker. And it's a piece of metal. See why people use these ugly bands. Makes it a whole lot easier. Trying to fit a piece of metal comfortably onto a lot of different people of all shapes and sizes has been one of the most difficult parts of this project. I also do automation consulting on the side. My first 6 years out of college, I did automation work for industrial manufacturing facilities, programming PLCs, HMIs, essentially making an operator's job easier and safer.
That's not supposed to be happening.
Allowing them to perform their daily duties at the touch of a button. And I look for projects every day. To the Lone Star Bakery. I know they're sick of seeing me by now. Out. Wish me luck. Well, you get knows they got engineers on staff, so they don't need a contract. Oh, that's the life. It's not always yeses. It's mainly no's. And that's how we get the moolah to keep this whole thing going. And then we cut costs where we can. You're looking at my house. The camera's on top of my bed at the moment. So we are living in a shack. Just kidding, my aunt's house is pretty nice, but I have probably a 10 by 10 square foot room. Not even that, actually. But we're doing it. We're committed. It's been a roller coaster of events, a roller coaster of emotions. I'm probably on the down slope right now of my roller coaster of emotions, but we're on the uptick. We're on the way back up. It's tough, but I know I'm moving in the right direction.
I'm talking like some shady, you working a job. Baby, come late. My diamonds hit bright like a shooting star. We all boss, so they don't know who the god. Step in the building like who is y'all? I don't care, cause they know my money long. I don't care, cause they know my money long.
I'm a part of the San Antonio Geekdom Entrepreneurship Programming. I finished up the Startup Boot Camp in the incubator, which is where we validate the idea, build out a newsletter, really set the groundwork for the company. Having conversations with other entrepreneurs, getting advice, building systems that'll make this very scalable. I've taken on odd jobs, getting paid $10 an hour to help somebody solder a board together so I can learn how to solder properly, professionally. I volunteered at San Antonio Startup Week just to try and meet people and get integrated into the community. I was a door guy for 4 hours. But the number one thing we need to do is get to a freaking prototype so we can put this in front of investors and get the money we need for certifications, manufacturing, testing, tweaking algorithms, all that good stuff. I'm building a system around me to where there is no choice but for me to be successful. I want to launch May 2026. I want VITA bracelets in 500 hands by the end of 2026. And to do that, you have to do a little bit every day. This all started with me working a full-time job and tinkering around with breadboards and microcontrollers and just learning. That's how it started 2 years ago, just as an idea. I'm gonna look back on these days and be happy that I did this. So do what's fulfilling for you. If you have that urge to be an entrepreneur, just do it. Wake up early, do the thing, tinker, ask questions, research. Take it one step at a time. You'll get closer and closer. I'm saying it like I'm successful or something. I haven't even done nothing yet, but we're getting close. I have 60 people signed up for my newsletter, and that's saying something. If you go to www.vitabracelet.com, you can sign up for the newsletter. If you're interested in hearing more about the product, we haven't sent out our first newsletter yet, so if you get locked in, you will see the first newsletter, which will include this YouTube video and probably more of a breakdown of where we're at. And we're gonna keep going with it. We're tuning out so that we can go back to work. Lock in.
I really wish there was some sort of bracelet that, functioned like an Apple Watch. You could track your steps and your sleep, etc. But it looked like a bracelet.